Well, it's been 2 days. I'm playing the Lottery Corporation again, because I want to, and because I can, and because I think I have the time to. I'm not sure where we're continuing off of, but with that said, I have something on my mind I want to talk about, and this will be a little spoilery. Um, I think it's probably fine though. I want to talk about the core suppressions of the absolute layer being Chokmas and Venus. I think they're really, really well designed as penultimate tests of the game. Let's see, am I doing anything new here? Let's see, we have that. We have that. I don't believe there's anything. Oh, I'm working on that. I have that. Okay, so this is the only thing we're working on. What was I saying? Yes, as a penultimate test, I find that the way those two fights challenge the player to be very interesting. I think the I'll start with Bina's, but I think the way her fight plays out, where not only do you have to fight her directly, but you also have to clear meltdowns in order to remove her immunities, in order to actually be able to fight her. The way that works out, I think, is a very fun final challenge to see, are you truly good at Lobotomy Corporation? Have you mastered every aspect of this game? Because I think it's very interesting how the combat and the management of this game are very meaningfully intertwined. I think it's well designed and fascinatingly designed. I could talk about that too. I think a lot of the base game abnormalities, the way their stories are interwoven with how they mechanically play out either in management or in combat, I think that's very cool and just it's very fun. But the way Bina challenges you to do everything like that, I think it's a true, like, Royal Road, I'm not sure if that's the right terminology, but like Royal Road final boss thing, where it's taking everything that you've learned and seeing, are you able to handle this now? And I think it does it very well. The other one, Chokma, I think is also really well designed, but for a different reason, naturally. His, like, mechanic where where he kills people for pausing. Not only do I think it plays very well with his story, and I can talk about that, and I should probably talk about, Bina's a bit too later, but, oftentimes, up until that point, I find very much, and both from my personal experience and watching other people play this game, the pause mechanic is incredibly central to how people play the game. It's definitely like a crutch in many ways, because you can play the game without pausing and on 10 times speed or whatever, but the pause mechanic, it gives you control and time to think. And the way Hawkma's fight challenges that control by, on the one hand, completely removing your ability to pause. Well, not completely removing, but like forcing you to ration it as a resource. The way it does that, the way it inverts your sense of control, I think also works very well as a final boss, because it's like, we're taking off the training wheels now, is what I've been trying to get at with so many words. But as I was saying, the way those two work together to challenge your mastery of the game by pushing the game to its limits, its management and its combat, or by completely inverting your understanding of the game. The way it does that, I think it makes them both very well-designed final tests before, you know, the final 5 days. But I also think that the way their stories work together, with their mechanics, also is very well done. Because, give me a minute to deal with this. Oh, and that guy's gonna pop out somewhere. We'll have to put you down. Just send them all. Where did it go? There's 2. Oh my god. Okay, But I was saying, Hawkma's story is very much like, are you strong enough to stop being in this cycle, in this... I think did I send a magic bullet employee somewhere? Oh, I have the freaking smart magic bullet mod where they use it as a melee weapon if there's too many people in the room. I completely forgot I had that. That's awesome. I was saying... But Hawkma's story is are you strong enough to move past retries, using retries as a crutch, using the time control of resetting to bring people back from the dead? Can you be powerful enough to, like, emotionally powerful enough, I think is what he's really getting at, to be able to move on from all the sacrifices. And while I think it's definitely possible to no death Hawkma's core suppression, I think that's very much not the intended design. Where I think it's very much intended, either you power through it with the inversion of the mechanic, or you can regain control, you can pause at a price. So you have to kind of weigh your options against each other. And I think it's just another, like, extra additional layer that adds on to how really nice that whole fight plays out. Like, in story and in gameplay, and like the whole thing. It's really wonderful, I think. And then Bina is almost like the opposite of that, because Hawkma is, or yeah, I think it's Hawkma, I don't know. But he's like, can you stop dwelling on the past in order to move forward to the future? He's the build the future part of that thing. And then Bina is the face the fear, can you face the past? There's a lot of cryptic stuff with the well or whatever. I don't think that really matters, to be honest. Oh, well, let's see if that blows up in my face, but... what was I saying? But Bina is very much like... Can you look at everything you've done? And can you face that? Are you strong enough? I do think... She's very much more of a direct challenge to you, compared to Hokma being mostly a mental strength or an emotional challenge. And I think that does play out in the way their fights work, where for Hokma you just need to... The only thing that changes is the pause. Like, it speeds up, but that's, like, not usually an issue if you're, like, a 10 times speed grinder. But, and then on the converse, Bina is just, like, full throttling you, like, strangling you, like, shaking you like a small toddler. I don't know. The way it works out, I think it's really enjoyable. You can really see, like, their personalities and what they're asking of you as through their boss fights, but also, like, the way that it's so mechanically unique and stand out. The one thing I will say is that I am sad that they removed Price of Silence in order to give that mechanic to Hokma. But I also completely understand it, because if they didn't do that, the fight would be, like, way less aura, and, like, this game lives or dies off its aura. I gotta watch this. I'm not worried about. Oh yes! By the way, I nerfed it. Because I was pissed off. I also installed a bunch of other mods too just now, well, earlier today, yeah. But that's, aside from the point. What is more relevant, I think, you deal with that one. They're both there. God, what I was saying before I was interrupted. What? No! Kill him. Why don't you kill him too? Is that... Lobotomy Corporation does a really good job overall of intertwining its actual mechanical gameplay with like its story. Like on an individual abnormality level, each abnormality I think does that really well. I already talked about that. I'm not gonna get into detail because it's just a lot of them, but they all do it very nicely. But also, as I was talking about with the core suppressions, I think it's done pretty well too. Oh, I should also bring up the stat checks. A lot of abnormalities tend to have like almost like arbitrary stat checks for shit, you know? And it's like it's whatever. But I think when you actually like consider what they're checking for in terms of stats, I think it does do very well to look at it from like a lore perspective of what they're like asking of you. Because like the abnormalities that want you to manage self-restraint and stuff, those ones check temperance. And then the ones that want you to be brave will check fortitude, or to be careful and knowledgeable and will check prudence. Stuff like that. And then like singing machine, are you not scared of this thing? If you're not scared of it, it makes you kill yourself. I would jump into the singing machine if I was there. I have fortitude. I would have low fortitude, but I would still jump into it. Death by Singing Machine. This is... I've totally lost. I've completely lost it. That's okay. I think I got my point across when I was like... I love praising this game because it's a good game. It's a really well-designed game. It's so good. It has its... Honestly, it's the only downside of this game is that it's really poorly tutorialized and they love torturing the player. But even though they love torturing the player, that's not even that big of a deal. It's just that it's poorly tutorialized, I think. That's the biggest issue. And honestly, it's not even... Well, actually, no, yeah, I do think that is the biggest issue. And it's a pretty big issue because a lot of... I think this game would be a lot more popular if it was easier to comprehend what you're supposed to be doing. Because, like, someone brought up in a comment in one of the previous videos, stat grinding. And, like, with the knowledge that I have now about this game, like, yeah, it's necessary. But, like, when I was first playing, I did not even understand that mechanic, like, at all. But, like, it's so necessary for this game. And I think stuff like that should have been explained better, but, like, I don't know, it just isn't. And that's really unfortunate, I think. That's definitely one of the biggest things holding back this game. Just that it's so terribly, terribly tutorialized. What if I just let him escape and then fought him? I don't want to deal with you. I think I'm strong enough. Let's try to get people up to, like, high level and stuff. I wonder, if I let that go off, I think they'll all survive, so I think I might just, like, not care. Wait, no, I should be patient. Okay, now, go. I'm gonna let him break out later, and I'll, like, beat the crap out of him with my awesome power. I think justice is more important. Movement speed is such an important stat to train. So it's... But, like, at least in base game, the vast majority of abnormalities fucking hate you for repressing them. And I mean, that's understandable, because, like, repression is pretty much the kill yourself work type, I think, so... Like, I don't know. But, like, it's so important to train, and that is never... Like, if all you do is just do the work that makes the abnormality the least upset with the agent that's the best at it, you end up with an agent with, like, level 10,000 in one stat and fucking nothing else. And usually that stat is not going to be justice. And then you won't be able to make it in time for, like, ordeals or shit. Very troublesome. Let's do that. You'll win. But yeah. I've never played Ruina or Limbus, and I have no particular plans to play either. I'm not interested in those sorts of, like, deck fighting games. Just the aesthetic of it doesn't interest me, and I already have enough turn-based games that I'm happy with. But, like, I think the fact that even if it, I'm sure those games are, like, torturous and hard and evil, but, like, even if the fact that it's like something people are at least used to. I think really does a lot for those games, whereas like this one. I don't know. Oh! What a moron! What a dumbass. Can't do shit. Stupid idiot. Let's get these guys up higher. Instinct, I don't care. We'll both die if they go to the same machine. Unfortunate. Probably focus on... Yeah, do that. I don't think you will. How much damage? 3 to 4 times 18. Let me pull out my calculator. So the 4 times 18 is 72 times... I think you have freaking 1.5. Yeah, times 1.5 is like 100 damage. So you'll freaking die. So don't do that. I guess I can also try to bring these guys up too. Is there anything I would have to worry about at all in this department? No, I'm just gonna leave them all there so they can kill his ass. Honestly, we'll see, we'll see. He's at like 1, right? So he'll break out next? Yeah, okay. And I think these guys are all good range. Yes, long range, so we can have them back him up afterwards. But I'm not gonna bring him in right away, just in case things look a little scary. I think he just does red though, so we'll just throw shields. I wonder if I should kill the clerks in this department, because I think he can turn them with his magic evil powers, but I don't really care. Why are you sucking? Get better. You have 79 temperance, you should be doing... yeah. So that's... you need one more, yeah. Okay, I'm pretty certain... yes, he's breaking out. That... you go deal with that. Why not? Why not? Why the fuck not? You can make it in time. It's white, so... do that. Yeah, honestly, why don't you do that? What is this? Fucking... wait, who's doing... what? What? Did I blow it? I think I blew it. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. So then I want you doing that. And then this... why don't you work insight on that? This should be good. Let's move you guys there. You need to move forward. Honestly, I wonder if we should just move you out, and then you need to move backwards. Okay, and now you can go, and then I want the three of you to slam over there. Everything looking good. You wanna... You should be out of range. What? Oh, you generate red shields for yourself, don't you? Yeah, well, I'm not worried about this. Let's see, that's looking good. You made it in time. Oh, and you get... Let's see what happens to you. Oh! That's very fascinating. I guess we're training your attachment a bunch now. I wonder if I should be worried about this cleric. Let's do that. Yes. Oh, he's healing? What? Does he have a negative? No! Why is he healing? Does he just have lifesteal? That would make sense, I guess. Okay, why don't we send everyone else who's free, who has ranged weapons? You will blow up people up. You're free. You're free. Let's find out. I think he's dying, actually. Oh. You ain't shit, bro. Let's move everyone back. Okay, and let's see, you're training. You need that. Why do you have -5? Oh, because you have that. Okay, so I'll throw you on another one of that afterwards. Yeah, we'll go to the end of... What's the noon? Noon of green. I don't want to deal with the 7th, though. That's annoying. There's no point in it. $65 plus 14, that's 80, which is not 85, so maybe I should do... Maybe I should go through the 7. I don't know. Well, hopefully it's not freaking this guy. Discord! I gotta mute this. Okay, why did it go down? That's a little funny, honestly. You do with that. You do with that. I think that'll send it off, honestly. Maybe I'll wait. Why did you get in neutral? Well, I mean, I guess I do technically have to worry about that guy. 19. And you... 18. Okay, so we'll send them on another ad. No! You will have... Okay, so that's it. See... Wow, that's a lot. Oh well, I gotta kill a cleric, so I'm gonna do that for you. And then you just instinct. Honestly, information. Why don't you take a bite of the lunch? Insight, it doesn't fucking matter. Singing machine, interesting. Let's see, why don't... Why don't you do that? And then why don't you do that? You're still working, but honestly, we could fucking wait on it. I don't care. You take care of that for now. You'll survive, so why don't you do that? And then why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? And that should be everything. And we don't have to touch Nosferatu, so we'll let him breach again. Because it's funny. Probably won't go all the way there, but like if we had to, we could, and that'd be funny. Let's see, yeah, everyone should be alive. Everyone should live. Yeah, because you both already have the shit for that. Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. 63 plus, that should be easily enough. And that will be easy enough. So now... Insight? Can you hurry up, bro? Okay, and now go there and do that. And now we do that, and do that. Oh, and I think one more would send us over. Although, it is a freaking noon. I didn't kill all the clerks, and if I let them run around, they're gonna clerk farm. I'm too lazy. That's just another day. I think we finally get to pick up stuff, and it's the Central Command, so it's double week, I believe. Enjoyable. 181. Oh, that's... Ooh, that one. That's another... We'll go with this one. That one doesn't work. That one is boring. Wow, these are all boring. Ugh. What? I don't know what that one is. You need, like, low instinct or whatever, I think. Wow, do you seriously still have two? How the heck? Honestly? Sure, why don't you deal with that? Why don't you try the launch? And you with your... decent enough stats, we'll throw you down there as well. And then, let's hire... one... and... two. And now Eaglist, and we need to throw them both on Grumpy Tusk here. Begin. So what in the heck? I think that was one of the ones that I installed that was new, that I don't know what it does. It wouldn't be like an evil WoW. Let's freaking... Fuck it. You do that. I know that's safe. Or I think I know that's safe. I don't know. Let's find out. I wonder if I should, like, worry about you. Instead of just being a moron and letting it blow up all the time because I'm lazy. You should be fine, right? Because you have the two. Did that send it down? I think it did. Oh well. Less than 2. Is that 2 or less? More than 3. Oh. Oh, and this is doing well. Oh, that's lag. That's... Oh, it's only a he. Shocking. Why don't we do... Why don't we do it again? Do you have, like, anything weird on you? Oh, you already picked up the tiara. That's fun. That does mean that you are going to crash out if it goes bad, I believe. But... who cares? Fortitude plus 1. It should be fine. It should be fine. More than 3 means 4. Wow, why do you have stars? How generous. Why is this thing so slow? What if you're faster? Bad, it lowers. Blah blah blah. So... well, work was committed by an employee with 2 or less. Is this 3 or more? More than 3 or 3 or more? Because this is 2 or less, apparently. I hate that WonderLab does this with its latest translations. I should fix that on my end. I fixed the, Nosferatu one. Yeah. Only bad and attachment, so... oh, you hate instinct. Well, good to know. And then let's start reading. 1. Fortitude 3 or lower, you die. Okay. Good result is you get some fuck-ass thing. You take extra white damage, that's fine. Clerk lives matter! And you'll die. Okay. So I actually do have to go clean up some clerks, I guess. That's fine. 1, 2, and that should be the whole department. Yep. Who else doesn't matter? All the dipshits up here. I don't even remember how much it was. I don't remember being any significantly high amount, so just kill them all. There's still 1 more running around. Or maybe 2. Or 3? Just 2, I think. Yes. We'll leave those 2. I don't know how... 1! Is it decreasing and I'm not realizing? Or are you also tracking execution bullets? That would be funny, but it would be fucked up, and I would go in and recode it if that was the case. Yeah, okay. Can you heal up already, dude? Thank you. Oh, it's max of 2. Shocking. Wonder if it's better to kill everyone first, and then let someone pick up the protection. Let's see. Yeah, it does count execution bullets. Why is that? They fucking blew it. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Recode overprotective cradle to not count execution bullets. Why does it do that? They implement it wrong. If it's intentional, it's dumb, and I don't like that idea. Wonder if it can be clicked. Or actually, we'll see. If it's something that can be, like, spam clicked to get it out, then maybe it's different. I don't know. Okay, who is it? You! Oh, and they're both good. They're both doing good. Why don't you do this? And honestly, why don't you get some more of that? Oh, I have to train these morons. That's upsetting. Yeah, they're both done. Ugh. I don't want to. You're easy to deal with. I might as well. No fucking Binky? That's awesome. The only thing I know about Least of the Painful is that I have a bunch of friends who are playing the definitive update, and when they got to the special cutscene where Buzzer goes, "I want my Binky!" they all crashed out, and it was pretty awesome. They did not like that scene, so to say. I wonder if uncontrollable counts as dying. You actually have decent stats, so it'd be a little bit of a waste. Maybe we'll just speedrun through it. That's just gonna insta-trick? No, actually. Shocking. It's fine. That's very strong. 0.4 white. That's very interesting. I like those stats. Those are neat. And we'll send you... go touch him. Yeah. I'm like decently sure you have that on your own. Why don't the two of you handle that? Why don't the two of you handle that? Why don't... Honestly, I think you two alone could handle that, and the three of you, and that means we can send you to deal with that. Oh, that was fast. Okay, that wasn't anything to worry about at all. Wow, who could have guessed? Attachment, just to get that out of the way. And then... -2! Fascinating. What's this? That's funny. Oh, +10 with the corresponding abnormality. That is interesting. Why don't we try? I want to see. I hope it doesn't decrease it. I don't think it will, but I don't know. We'll simply have to find out. Honestly, I can do that later. We should focus on doing actually like training. Why do you suck? That's... wonder what happens if we just don't work with it. If when it goes down after we don't work with it. That would be fun to see. Oh, we don't have enough? I'm actually surprised. Hang on, let's see. Between the two of you. Oh, you know what? Yeah, why don't you do that? We'll see if it's anything to worry about. I don't think so. Attachment with you, instinct. You. Ooh, wow. Okay, so why don't you go do that? Oh, I gotta deal with you as well. Did it go down? It didn't, which means we can train your that, which is useful. And that's one kit. This thing seems to be dealing a lot of damage. Or maybe your SP just sucks. How much is it? 4 to 6. Surely that much. Who needs stats? You need another one of this, and then... well, we throw you on one of those. When do I need to stop? Oh, okay, I have probably enough time for the next day. Can you hurry up, dude? Thank you. Okay, let's see. What's up now? Puh! Oh, that one's different. Okay. What? This is a new one. I don't like that one. This is new. No. I'm not fucking taking this. Well, I guess we'll take that one. Whenever you had it. I don't care. You are so annoying. Wonder if I should send a high level dude to deal with it. I think I will. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna deal with that thing. I'm gonna go over here, and then we're gonna hire someone new. I spelled that correctly. Let's start here. Weak to white is a problem. That thing is strong as crap. I don't know what this does. Very fast, medium. Medium. Interesting. Oh, and we have some of those cannons. Let's see, white, red. Oh, so you're doing fine. Let's go up here. The two of you. No, it's you. Black damage and white damage. So if there's anything else we can move, we can rotate you onto. Sure. Is there anything we can move you onto? Because you only need to resist white damage. Sure. And we can throw all three of them on that. Just a freaking melee weapon. Sure. Do we have anything in WoW we can dump on someone? Ooh, we have maybe a rifle. Nah, it doesn't matter. Alright, first things first, drag you all there, so you can actually, like, be useful. Second thing second, is we're going to assassinate 20 clerics. Because that should trigger that thing to crash out. And I'm curious what we'll do. If there's nobody. Actually, did it say something about that? Yeah, does it just not do anything if there is no protection? I need to figure out what your deal is. I should have given you a better suit. Whatever. Start with that. No, actually, start with this. If you blow up immediately, I'll be very cross. Oh, it's doing black damage. Wonderful. I think that's killing you, though. Honestly, actually, no. You might barely survive. Still, that's quite strong. Oh, I don't know about this. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. We'll have to send someone else to go deal with that then. Who's like free? We don't use you. Go here. Well, clearly that was the wrong choice. You deal with it. This is doing decently. Oh, actually, it really liked that. Okay. Huh. Attachment and repression. That's a fun combo. I think you'll have enough. even like this, right? 65. That's fine. Why don't you do that? No, why don't you do click. And why don't you do that? Oh, I should check, what's your current? 2, that's quite high. You're doing perfect. Oh, I should have checked that actually. No, this is fine. You're gonna do enough. 61, yeah. Yeah, you are. Okay. Actually, no, insight. Come on, dude. There we go. I'm gonna ignore you, since we're killing all the clerics today. Can we get everyone? No, there's still one more running around. Okay, I'll have to finish you off. Instinct with Red Queen, so you do actually you don't need that. Insight. I think you'll be fine. And yeah, why don't you keep doing that? Goodbye. This is one, that's the other. Okay. Okay, so it likes everything, so we'll honestly send you on Insight. This. Why don't you pick that up, actually? Why did it go down? That's worrying. Okay. Went bad. No work. 3 times in a row. Random disturbances. Okay. That's very high maintenance. Better be freaking strong then. Is that enough to tick you off? Yeah, if there's no one, then it just does nothing, it seems. Wonderful news. Okay, so we need someone else then down there to help with that. Oh, you're picking that up. Someone who's strong and powerful. Honestly, doesn't even need to be that strong and powerful. Why don't you try? 6, 7? Oh my fucking god, that's awesome. Well, there are still clerks running around, oh my god. Die. When we kill them all, then we'll start working with that. Honestly, let's finish off. We'll wait for that to go off. Please don't die. I will be very upset. Last thing that happened with Red Queen. Insight. What if we just didn't touch it? Because we don't have to. Okay, what's this final one? Reducing cliff-off counters, applying cliff-off overload, and consuming energy. What a nightmare. Another freaking black rifle! Ugh. That's a pretty good suit, though. I don't need more black damage! Womp womp. Okay, let's kill off some of the success rate. Guys, you're... we don't need you. Okay, that set you off? Nope, not yet. Okay. What's up with you? They're still high enough. You're about a... are you? No, I think you have one more before you do, so we don't have to worry about that yet. Okay, let's see. They're there. Are there any more running around somewhere? There you are. Let's start with this. Can't believe all this amounted to was freaking 1%. That's really sad. Oh, that reminds me. Why don't the two of you should be durable enough to... Actually, no, I just remembered. Put that on you. Kill this thing. Honestly, no, just fucking leave. Cool. And then we'll wait for them to get picked off by random stragglers. Oh. Now, honestly, move all you up here, and then move all... You just go here and kill those. Okay, and then move down here, and then we'll just wait it out. Oh, they're moving around. Okay, let's move there. Okay, I'll finish them off. Guys. Wow. Increase attack range when working with the corresponding people. That's fascinating. There's still more of them hanging around somewhere. I don't really care. Okay, and then I guess you move down there, bring everyone else back. Honestly, I should move you down here, because that guy's about to get out. He'll show up next meltdown. If we can make it without that, that'll be good, because of the freaking Anyways, let's get a move on with this. Fortitude 3 or lower, you die. First good work is 10 things. That thing. So you don't care about that, so why don't you do that? No, we won't touch him for the rest of it. What was the last thing that happened with Red Queen? Insight. Yeah, why don't you do this then? Should be enough meltdown space. Oh, you picked it up. Oh, wow. Okay, where are they? Both of these. Fascinating news. Yeah, you suck at that, so don't do that then. Knew you were going to. You, that's surprising. Yeah, why don't you do that? And why don't you do that? Ooh, okay. Yeah, why don't you do that? The freaking glass shattering noise was startling. Okay, now you do that. You're free. You're all ranged. You should honestly outrange him, so that's safe. I'm not freaking touching that thing, dude. We don't need to. Can you worry about anything else? You outrange it. You don't. I don't know what the range is. I think he dies. Yeah, he died. Okay, cool. Move, thank you. Right, there should be nothing out, nothing running around, so I can now continue doing this. Why don't you do that? And yeah, why don't you do that? Honestly, why don't you do that? And let's do more with this. $70 and $60. Okay, I'll pick that up at the end of the day, honestly. Okay, so we have spot for one more. Okay, now let's pick. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. Out of everyone, I think I want to deal with you first, because then that's... So we use the final work on that. If we get all your stuff first, then we don't have to interact with your stupid counting execution bullets mechanic that you shouldn't have. Alright, we get 2 more. At least we can pick up Aleph on that. That'll be cool. Cool, I don't care. 1 casualty is acceptable losses. Alright, what are we getting? Price of Silence! I was talking about that one. What's that? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. I know what that one is. Okay. Let's see. Price of Silence... I think the price of most attention. Alright. T620. I don't think I can deal with that. Today I hit away. M601. That's a Cleric Lives Matter. Today I hit away. What is that? Skip. I do think we'll have to buff the stats of the 2 we just moved to training, so they can actually, whoops, deal with those things. Or presets. Wait, no, let me do this first. They both have enough fortitude. What? How the hell did you get to 80? What the frick? Oh well. Shouldn't have been 2 all around. I mean, I guess I don't really mind. Okay, so we gotta deal with this. Level 4. Everything. Okay, and you. We don't have any more. I guess we'll put this on you. We need you on, like, the strongest HE suit we got. Time flows like life, life flows like time. So let's find something that's good with Pale and throw you on that, honestly. 1.3, but that's 10, so that gets like a billion extra points. In that case, we might leave you as is. Oh, I need to move someone else down here too, don't I? To deal with that. I think I was gonna move... Honestly, let's move you. And I gotta move someone over here. Oh. Why don't we move you there? You there. Okay, so... what else can we throw you on? Let's see. Red... 4 or higher. Red and very strong black, okay. So... you need whatever is the best against black damage. Which we don't have a lot of good defense for. Honestly, if we strengthen this by... what does that take you? 60? And does this increase HP? No, you're fine, okay. The two of you need something else. Even though that's optimal. Wait, throw you on that. Everyone looking fine? Okay, so now we have... That's what I was afraid of? This is a freaking he! Aw, man, I should have taken something better. Oh well. This thing is horrifying. Let's see, what do I have to start with? Do I have to worry about that? If I want to work with it, which I still need 50 more, then I should, yeah. Why does that have reverb? Don't do that. Okay. That's all of them. And let's start with... I think you'll like Instinct, but I don't recall. Oh, we can't work with that yet. I could. I don't really have to, but I might as well. Okay. You. I'm afraid of that thing. Just a little, but also quite a bit. Yeah, see, that thing does so much fucking damage. 2. Can you... Oh my god, you're about to fucking die. Okay, yeah, we just don't have enough to deal with this. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna need you. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that actually? Am I a moron? I might be. It's not improbable. I don't even have to touch that actually. It's still at 2, right? Oh well. Just do that. I have a lot I need to freaking deal with. Okay, so you actually... You should be safe to freaking work with this thing. So why don't we do that? No, 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 no. You're gonna die. Oh, I have to change your suit later. Oh well. In that case... You will be fine with that. Shouldn't your boxes be more costly? I don't know. And... So I have to train a bunch of people. Why don't you do some of that? Actually, no. Shouldn't you do this? I think so. Yeah, since either way you have to not work with it. Oh, interesting. Okay. So in that case, you go deal with that. You go deal with that. Oh, and we need to send... Wait, who last worked with it? Kafka. Okay, so throw you want to work with that. Just to reset it. Oh, and I'm not working with Price of Science, so I'm allowed to pause and start assassinating people. Awesome. Cool. Anything else I have to worry about? No. Okay. Oh, 142. You about to die instantly, dude. Oh, Azid, you can freaking... You can work with that. Yeah, I don't think we have to deal with that outside of just... do this. Do that. That should be safe. Yeah, and we'll do that. Purple Dawn. Who's left? Some clerks up here, and then 20. So that might still be enough to breach you. Okay. Why don't you go run and deal with that? Actually, wouldn't they live? I think they would. So actually, you should run down here. So you need to move here. You have a long range weapon, that's good. Red freaking noon. Actually, isn't that the one that you can just like let run around because it is so inefficient at doing anything? Yeah, I think they should be fine then. That's fine, I guess. Is that enough? No, not yet. Okay. Anyways. You. Work on that. You. Work on that. I'll wait on that. I do kind of want that, although, I don't know. Maybe we'll go up quite a bit. I think I'll have to start spending lob to upgrade people. Oh, I think this should probably be the last day as well. Oh well. You're there. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay. Who is training? Just put a freaking shield on this guy, so it just stall. This is fine. I didn't check. They're doing just fine. Why don't you join them as well? They killed it. Cool. Oh, and then we can now have... let's see, who should we send to deal with that? Why don't you go deal with this? Well, you move up there, actually. Cool. And where did they go? They're all here, dude. That is actually pretty dang annoying. You take care of that one. You take care of that one. You take care of that one. Let's kill off a couple more clerics with the rest of our bullets. Is that... Oh, so many notifications, man. Okay, what do I need to do? Is that enough? I think that's enough. Oh, it's not enough because he has a third weapon! Oh well, I'll get that later. We have plenty of time. You. Go run this. You run this. Wow. How fascinating. $40 and $40. Why? You know what? Why don't we go ahead and go through that? That's a lot. Ugh. Okay, I've come to the official decree that I'm not freaking dealing with all that. 150 and 120. Lol. Door leads to the underworld. I don't want to. Yes! I don't care if it's next to each other. That one's horrifying. That one's easy. Do you... Sure. Do that. Okay. So I need to move someone down again. To deal with this, which is easy as heck. You're able to deal with it. What did I pick up? Yin. Yin is what I picked up. So in that case, honestly, we can move you down to deal with it. And now, what do I need to do? I need to move people around. Why don't you do this? You do that. Yeah, okay, I only need two. And then strengthen, firm, and use strengthen to be right. And now we gotta start moving people around. Here's equipment. You need something. What do you want this? What are you working? Just white? So in that case, you could honestly get moved to this. $42.3. Okay, never mind. I guess we're putting you back on that. Alright, and now let's check out WoW. Ooh, that's right, we have another one of that. Low 4, temp 4, just 3. You aren't enough for that. Somehow you are. Anything else? Nope, this looks good. Let's begin so that it saves, and then we'll quit here. That's it for today. Goodbye! Sorry for being not so talkative in some of the segments. Oh well.